And it's Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVetsMedia and Army football scrimmage. Have a chance to talk to the head coach of Army football, and that is Jeff Monken. Coach, a lot of energy on the field, a lot of pass plays. What was your overall impression of the scrimmage today?
I thought the guys practiced hard. And as you said, a lot of great spirit and energy. There were improvements from last week, which is a positive. There's still a lot we got to do better, but I thought we took a step forward.
Bryson Daly had a couple of completions. Ashawn Marshall today, working with Hayden Reed, Casey Reynolds, Vashi Danger. And what was your impression of the pass offense today?
Well, we're completing some balls. We've had a couple issues over the course of the spring and had some more today with tackles for loss on pass plays, getting sacked. And that's always the danger of throwing the ball, not just the fact that it can go incomplete or you throw an interception. There's a chance of a sack, and that puts us really behind in terms of staying on schedule to get a first down. So defense made some good plays there and got to the quarterback. But it's good to see the ball being distributed to a lot of different guys and around the field. And I think that's what the system is doing for us right now.
Very good. I thought Tim Thurman's had a great camp from what we saw last week. Had a couple interceptions, had one today, had a nice pass deflection over here. Eric Ford, Jarrell Williams had an interception today. What are some of the players standing out on defense for you?
Well, you mentioned those young guys, and that's always good to see see those young guys kind of stepping up their game, coming off the scout team, and realize that they're perhaps going to be able to make some plays for us and help us. You mentioned Eric Ford, Clev Lubin at that position is having a good spring. Those guys are both playing the outside linebacker position, that same position that Andre played. On the defensive line, we've had a lot of guys that have been injured, and so that whole group, just the fact that they've been able to push through spring, the guys that are still playing out there on the defensive line, I really commend those guys. They're tough and keep competing. Austin Hill practices as hard as any player I've ever coached. I mean, he's going 100 miles an hour on every single play, and really impressed with him.
And Miles Stewart had a nice, I think it was over a 40-yard run late in the scrimmage today. Will we see Tyson Ryler or Jacoby Buchanan at all in the spring?
We expected Jacoby to take reps today, and he just didn't feel up to snuff physically. This would have been his first full live practice this spring. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see him participate, but hopefully maybe next week on Wednesday when we go full gear and in the spring football game. Miles is having a really good spring practice. I think this offense really suits his skill set and his abilities, and he's just never looked better since he's been here. So really excited about him. He's a good football player. Tyson's not going to practice this spring. He's remained in red, certainly improving, but we're not going to put him out there this spring.
Special teams, they had a couple of good punts. Charlie Bennett had a nice 42-yard PAT.
Charlie had a good PAT, as you said. We turned it into a field goal. We just wanted to get a little longer kick to get a look at those guys. But I guess it was it Gibbons that hit the long punt, or was it Allen? One of those guys had just crushed a long ball, which was encouraging to see.
Okay. I just ask, Coach, just any final thoughts as you approach your last swing of spring practice?
Well, I mean, we're a work in progress, and we're certainly not close to where we need to be to play a game. And fortunately, we don't play against anybody this week, but we're getting better. And I think just this is the first step toward getting this team prepared for the season next year. We'll have the summer for these guys to train and get conditioned and ready to play a season, and then preseason camp, we're going to have to get some answers and who's going to be the guys at each position and who's going to play special teams. But I'm confident that our guys are going to work hard and be prepared and be ready. And when we play on Saturdays next year, we're going to try to win. And if we don't, it won't be because we didn't play hard or our guys aren't physical. They play a brand of football that I'm really proud of, and so I think we'll continue to do that.
You spend time in the spring thinking about some of the opponents in the fall. You've got 3 Power 5 teams. You got Syracuse, you've got Boston College and LSU, and some other teams that you faced last year.
We do. We have a challenging schedule. 3 Power 5s, 3 conference champions, Coastal, who played for their conference championship and beat us last year. The other academies are never easy outs. They're always battles to the end. So a very challenging schedule, and so we're going to be tested early, and we'll be tested throughout the year. But that just presents opportunities for us, and hopefully our guys will take advantage, and we'll come out on top.
Army Coach Jeff Monken, thanks for your time. We'll see you at the spring game on Friday night.
Thank you, Ken.
Pleasure. Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVetsMedia.